Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. I am all tanked up on some coffee. Oh, my goodness. You ever prep for a video and sit there and fall asleep? I have more times than I care to count. I had to look outside and make sure it wasn't raining. I'm just like, why did I get so sleepy all of a sudden? Can it be that I just had a very big birthday? I don't know. I find it as I get older, I kind of need a nap throughout the day. It it helps. Shelly L, thank you so much for being first. Looks like we're stuck with these numbers. I noticed that Anne from the Duchess of Success, I think she had those numbers last time. And I really don't know what there is to do about that. But I remember they were here, then they went away, and then they came back again. So I guess it's one of those things we just have to live with, huh? I don't like it though. Yeah, I'm looking at her channel now from her yesterday video, day before yesterday, and I see she's got those numbers too. So, okay. Well, I don't feel so bad now. Anyway, I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Oh no. Oh no. This is too funny. Somebody did an AI picture of Kate. Might as well save that. I might be able to use that later. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, let's get on with it then. I tell you, AI is causing so much confusion. Oh, this is funny. Getting rid of your broken or damaged TV has never been easier. What you do is you put the old TV in the box for the new TV, and you just sit it on your porch and you let the porch pirates take it away. Got it? Yeah, you let the porch pirates take it away. Now that is clever. Yep, that is clever. Okay. And there are the slides. Perfection. Connie Bomber. Hey, Connie Bomber. Connie Bomber, I just want you to know recently I had shared my genuine Swiss Army knives with a family member, and God, they were very impressed. And of course, I was showing off all the little gadgets. One of them is like the picnic knife, which has a spoon, a corkscrew. It's got so many cool features on it. I'm telling you, if the apocalypse came tomorrow, I am prepared because of my Swiss Army knives. Everything from a saw. The really interesting feature, of course, was the flashlight. Who knew? I tell you, genuine Swiss Army knives. Okay. Again, thank you very much, Connie Balmer. Those are gorgeous. Okay. All right, let's get on with it. So, All in the Family. All in the Family will continue in a moment. Oh, isn't that nice? I love the way that Meghan and Tiffany have coordinated for the holiday season. Isn't that nice? Uh-oh, it looks like Tiffany's champagne glass is broken. Oh, next time I'm gonna have to make sure that she that we top her off really good. Oh, I just noticed that. When she entered, she must have broken it on the door frame or something like that. Poor Tiffany, just grab another one off the table. Oh well, Tiffany, the very I guess the best example of modesty and virtue, wouldn't you say? Oh man. Oh, this guy right here. You all, I love this guy. Now, mind you, he did say some shady things about Harry. Um, but he was pretty much dragging everyone in the family except for Kate. But that's only because he didn't get around to her. But I got to share this one with you. It's just so cool. I'm glad somebody noticed. So let me do this. Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. You know it hurt so good. Ba da da da. Ba ba. Hey, hey! I told you I had some coffee. I'm about as high as a Georgia pine. Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. You know it hurts so good.
Isn't it? He's kind of sad.
Okay. What am I going to do with all this energy? I know, drink some more coffee. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready to fall in love. Okay, here goes.
We've had one offer. I'm waiting for two more.
Oh, crap.
And on Monday, we'll see where it goes from there. I do think things are changing, by the way. I think things are changing. Public opinion, as measured by polls, not least by Republic, showing the monarchy becoming less and less automatically favoured by the public. And I think there was respect for the Queen when she was there. There isn't the same respect for Charles, and there'll be less respect for William, who, by the way, is very lazy, doesn't attend to royal functions, turn up to fewer than Charles did when he's got cancer, fewer than Princess Anne, who's much older than him. He doesn't want to do things. He wants to put his family first. Well, that's ideal, but not if you're heir to the throne, perhaps. So, and he's also quite annoying and rude to the press, which they haven't really exploited, but I know the press very well. They will write all these things down, and at the right moment, that will come out. It will. So, the chapters very briefly, Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is about the comparison with other, about how...
Okay, I want to listen to that again.
One in Spain, if I remember correctly, do for time. I should say I've got to get back to Lewis because I've got a public meeting I'm chairing on the 25th anniversary of the floods in the town, and I must not be late for that. And I've got to get to Victoria in about 35 minutes. So I've got 3 minutes left. I'm sorry it's been so short. Let me just tell you the chapters in the book, which I hope you'll find out by. We're at the moment negotiating with various papers to serialise it. We've had one offer. I'm waiting for two more to come in on Monday. We'll see where it goes from there. I do think things are changing, by the way. I think things are changing. Public opinion, as measured by polls, not least by Republic, showing the monarchy becoming less and less automatically favoured by the public. And I think there was respect for the Queen when she was there. There isn't the same respect for Charles, and there'll be less respect for William, who, by the way, is very lazy, doesn't attend to royal functions, turn up to fewer than Charles did when he's got cancer, fewer than Princess Anne, who's much older than him. He doesn't want to do things. He wants to put his family first. Well, that's ideal, but not if you're heir to the throne, perhaps. So, and he's also quite annoying and rude to the...
Oh, I'm sorry, Connie Balmer. He says he's talking too fast. You know what? He has a train to catch. He did say that, but yeah, I agree with you. It's too fast. Let me see if I can slow it down a bit. That is rather annoying. Thank you for pointing that out. So that's the normal speed, right? Let's go. Let's just slow him down a little bit. Okay.
Press, which they haven't really exploited, but I know the press very well. They will write all these things down. Various papers to serialize it. We've had one offer. I'm waiting for two more to come in on Monday. We'll see where it goes from.
Now he sounds inebriated.
There. I do think things are changing, by the way. I think things are changing. Public opinion as measured by polls, not least by the Republic, showing the monarchy becoming less and less automatically favoured by the public. And I think there was respect for the Queen when she was there. There isn't the same respect for Charles. There'll be less respect for William, who, by the way, is very lazy, doesn't attend to royal functions, turn up to fewer than Charles did when he's got cancer, fewer than Princess Anne, who's much older than him. He doesn't want to do things. He wants to put his family first. Well, that's ideal, but not if you're heir to the throne, perhaps. So, and he's also quite annoying and rude to the press, which they haven't really exploited, but I know the press very well. They will write all these things down.
Oh, Connie Balmer, was that fast enough for you? Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, now he sounds inebriated. And you know some people in the press, and they always write those things down. You know, he's really quite lazy. Oh man. Well, that was fun anyway. But yeah, anybody that drags William is a friend of mine. So yeah, this guy is from Republic, and I do have another thing with him. So let's see if he's talking a little slower since he doesn't have a train to catch. Shall we? So that was the normal speed, I think. Yeah. You know, he's really quite lazy. I'm glad he got that dig in there with William, though. I would always pay good money for that one. Oh, you know what, guys? I don't know if I have the other one. Maybe I didn't save it. I kind of think I did not. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, well, you guys got lucky because I don't even see it. Is this it?
The clip you just watched is a masterclass in accidental...
Oh, is it not?
Rapid.
Nope, that's not it. Okay, never mind. But yeah, here he was just talking about the cost of the royal family. Let's move on. So I guess, I don't know if this is a squatty or not, but my goodness, did they strike the right note, right? Take a look at that. By the way, let me see. This was the 16th. Yeah, they put that up on the 16th. I guarantee you, by the time they're done with this post, or should I say, by the time this post gets old, it will probably have gotten more views than most things that Kensington Palace posts. A lot of things that they post at KP, nobody's really interested in it. They don't get a lot of traffic unless, unless people think it's something about the Sussexes. There's not usually a lot of traffic. But all right. Well, there you have it. Send in the clowns. William's a clown. Isn't he late? Is he a bore? He does so little work. We don't see him anymore. But where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, oh, I think I found a nice way to rhyme that. But where are the clowns? There's got to be clowns. Well,
hey girl, sit down.
There you go. Hey girl, sit down. You like that rhyme? But where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well,
hey girl, sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down. Sit down.
You gotta love Nina Simone. You just have to. If there's anybody who doesn't love Nina Simone, they're just not a lovable person. Oh, well, let's continue. What was in that coffee? I'm telling you, my head is spinning. So, Prince William's fake Forest Lodge video sparks major backlash online. If you haven't heard the story, apparently William posts what was supposed to be just another one of those unnecessary, boring videos direct from KP. Well, not physically KP, but from the new Royal Lodge. As a matter of fact, they even framed it as though it was actually William, I guess, breaking in the house and giving everybody a little peek of the Royal Lodge. But nothing could have been further from the truth because, well, it was another one of those usual Kensington Palace lies. I mean, they literally lie. They make up stuff unnecessarily. They don't know how to be truthful. It really is amazing how Kensington Palace so often mislead people. And I mean to a level that is embarrassing. It's like you have to really be embarrassed for Kensington Palace. They have every opportunity in the world to just tell you straight. And yet somehow their default mode is to fall back on a lie. I'm not even going to say that they misrepresent. I'm just going to say it like it is. There's always a bunch of lies coming out of Kensington Palace. It's really embarrassing. They ought to be terribly embarrassed. But What do you expect from a clown? Anyway, uh, Zakoy Farms, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, and I mean, the last thing I want to say is take a look at the background there. It was a ridiculous lie, easily exposed. You see a clean cut William on the left, and well, the new hobo William on the right. You know, he's got that fuzz on his face like one of those hobos, the ones that like used to ride the trains. They were like a bunch of drunkards with like a, I guess, ratty looking clothes, and they would just go from town to town. They would hop on those freight trains and just ride looking for an opportunity. And they always had that kind of crusty beard going on. So yeah, I call that the hobo William. The vagabond. Yeah, that one. Hey, Heather Stroud. And check this out. Someone got in trouble for referring to Kate Middleton as Kate Middleton. It wouldn't have really caused any type of controversy, but it came from the BBC. It came from the BBC. And while Kate was at this very solemn occasion, doing her best to pretend like she was crying, she was doing the, that kind of thing. And then she'll close her eyes real tight. And then she'll open them up again and peeking out the corner of her eye to make sure people saw that she, was playing her role. Oh, it's all so performative. It's so performative. Kate ain't thinking about any of this stuff. If she took her role as serious as they want people to believe, then how come she doesn't work? How come she does not show up to work? This is why I say everything out of Kensington Palace is disingenuous. It is all disingenuous. Everyone knows that William and Kate are lazy and do not care for that work. It's really unfortunate that they don't have someone else to put in their place, someone who actually cares about people. They want to go to the events that mean something to them, where they will get applauded and where they will see the people that they're interested in. Usually it has to do with sports. It has to do with sports. And what's even more shocking that both husband and wife really like to focus on the men's sport. I mean, it's the truth. If you were to go and take an account of all the sporting events that they have been to, both of them, you will notice that there's a greater chance that if it's a woman's team or individual, they will skip it. But if it's a men's sport, especially something that they're both interested in, then of course they will show up for that. Okay. Leg says the Royals deflecting from the Autumn and is that William Housefly? Yes, the Autumn video and of course that William Housefly. Those are the two things that are plaguing them right now. Thank you so much for the super chat. Joan Lawman, thank you for gifting 5 Royal Sussex memberships. Oh my goodness, that was incredibly thoughtful of you. Thank you so much for that. Very, very kind. And congratulations to the lucky recipients that will receive those 5 memberships. And remember, if anyone wants to get a membership to Royal Sussex, it's only it's $4.99. Might as well say $5. $4.99 US. For that price, you can actually help support Royal Sussex. You can help support Royal Sussex. Do you know how many whole bean bags of coffee I can buy with that money? Enough coffee to keep this show fueled for months. And of course, all of the little extras like paying for the StreamYard and other services used for the Royal Sussex. So, yes, thank you for those memberships, Joan Lawman. And thank you, all of the Royal Sussex members that help keep this channel going. Okay, so they apologize. BBC apologized. They got a frantic phone call from the Kensington Palace. And I don't know what that conversation was like, but I'm pretty sure that William was incandescent with rage. What do y'all think? He took that little girly hand of his and picked up that phone and put it up to his little pouty mouth covered with all of that weird lip gloss that he's crazy about. And he just gave them and he just gave them a piece of his mind, which is unfortunate because he doesn't seem to have much of a mind as it is. I would rather he stop giving people a piece of his mind because he ain't really got enough to share, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I always think to myself, I would love to pick his brain. But then again, I'd rather just leave it alone and give it a chance to heal. You know what I mean? So, oh my goodness, Elaine Parker. Thank you so much for joining us. And also, I would like to thank your bladder for waking you up at this hour to join us here on Royal Sussex. Thank you so much. Okay. But yeah, so Kate receives rare apology from BBC after Remembrance Day backlash. Well, she is Kate Middleton, but you know, it's the whole fuss about um you know what, I almost said Queen, Princess Catherine. Yes, Princess Catherine. Mm-hmm. You know what? I wonder if it was Kate Middleton that called. Wouldn't that be interesting if Kate Middleton had called to give a piece of her mind? What's left of it? Oh my goodness, I would pay good money to witness that. To have an opportunity to see Kate Middleton really go in on someone. Do you guys remember when that guy got in trouble? He was hiking near their home and William threatened to call secure. William was like, "What is your name? What is your name?" And then you could hear Kate in the background. You could barely make out the words, but it was like a chirping sound. You know, that the little clip that she has when she's trying to talk, it was almost like a little bird chirping in the background. And I believe she said something about he was near the house, or it was weird. But you can barely understand what she was saying. Yeah, it was, well, of course I was embarrassed for her, but I guess I shouldn't be. I mean, she's not embarrassed. She never shuts up. Okay. And so, listen, you guys, I would be rude to say these things without Kate having an opportunity to tell her side of the story. Kate?
Well, obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, on to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So, yeah, I do.
You know what? I tell you, that is so monumental. Every time she opens up her mouth, it's like something you never heard before, really. And I want to compare it to Dame Judi Dench quoting Hamlet. It's very much in that vein, don't you think? Yes, it's kind of like Dame Judi Dench reading Hamlet or something like that. Well, I tell you what, it's unforgettable. You won't easily forget it. It'll keep you up at night. Really. Okay, so if you recall, ABC anchor, that's Amy Robach, she said the British royals threatened us a million different ways over Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein story. Y'all remember that? They had the story and they wanted to run with the story, but it all came to a screeching halt because the palace, they give the palace or anybody, they give them a chance to have a rebuttal or to at least make some type of statement in some way or another. So when they told ABC, told the royal family, Buckingham Palace, well, we got this story. Do you have anything you want to add to it or whatever? They didn't blindside them, right? They gave them an opportunity to respond. And that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Not a mistake in that they shouldn't follow their own policy. It was unfortunate because then that just means that we, the public, who have a right to know, won't have the benefit of that great investigative journalism and a chance to expose that creepy, sick old man, Andrew. So, now you won't, now listen, do not laugh when I say this, but if you don't remember what leverage they used to stop this story from hitting the airways, they said that if ABC wanted future access to the royal family, in particular, those two whose wedding was coming. No, actually, they were expecting to go on their North American tour. They were going to go to the U.S. and tour the U.S. If the ABC wanted access, then they would have to kill the story. And so they did. They didn't want any trouble. Plus, there's always the future coronations and weddings and funerals and such. If ABC wanted in on it, then they just simply could not tell that story. Now, looking back on it, it was a huge mistake because eventually the story came out anyway. But, I can understand. You have the opportunity to get close to these two, right? Her and that one that pretends like he's a bottle of Mitchum Roll-On deodorant. When you have that opportunity, you really got to take it, just in case something interesting happens. In the far-flung, unlikely event that something interesting is said or done, but otherwise, they're pretty boring. they're about as exciting as I don't know, watching water boil. Yeah, they're as dull as a dish rag. Yeah, those two, you won't get much out of them. They're very predictable and not in a good way. So, William and his mannequin. If we can build this dream together, stand this storm forever, nothing's gonna stop us now. Oh, nothing's gonna stop us now. Yes, that movie, Mannequin. I love that movie. Mannequin, the Kate Middleton story. Yeah, if they ever do like a one of those what do you call it, docu series about Kate Middleton. What am I saying, docu series? It wouldn't be enough there to fill up even a movie. But if they ever did anything with Kate Middleton, they could call it Mannequin. Or Stepford Wife 2011. Yeah, Stepford Wife. The return of the Stepford Wives. Ah, Abby Rosemary, thank you so much for being here. Emerald D is here. Compton Cali Gal. Angela May. Ingrid Sowers. By the way, you guys, I am using the candle. I'm using my Meghan candle. It's the one with the mint, the tea, and what's the other ingredient? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. And I'm not overwhelmed by it. It is a great candle. And I'm not just saying that because it's from As Ever. I'm telling you, that's a good candle. I've had it going most of the day, and I'm really enjoying it. I am really enjoying it. I have it in the hallway, and every time that I just like, walk through the hall, it's just like, although I can smell it, even here at my desk, but it is great. It's like I can't wait to try the other one. I think this is the one that's 851 or something like that. But it is fantastic. I promise you. I'm not just making that up. Really, really quality. And then of course you have that nice I guess boss that comes with it. Yeah. Win-win. So thank you, Megan. That is outstanding. Okay. I'll take a look at a couple of your comments here. Okay, we're good. All right, let's keep it moving then. Oh, I got another sound for you. I got another one. Let me cue this one up for you. Oh, let me see. I don't want to say the name, but thank you so much for the PayPal. Very kind of you. All right.
I doubt so. I don't know if you know the Meghan Markle story. I doubt so. Tell me about Meghan. A freelance PR that I was using, she and I had come up with, I wanted to have a Friends of Stowe page on the website. And I wanted these people to be individuals who had a passion and were inspiring people. And she said to me, well, how about Meghan Markle? And I was like, oh, God, I love Suits so much. I'm in the thick of that.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And she had this website called The TIG. And she accepted a tech case At the time, it would carry a power bank, a cable, foldaway plugs, and whatever your device was.
Yeah.
And Meghan Markle came back and said, yes, I'd love to have one. That was great. She featured it on the TIG. You know, we saw a nice response. Thank you very much. And then it exploded because she was dating Prince Harry. So that was 2017. So
Yeah.
a pivotal moment for the brand. We ran out of stock, I mean, over a weekend, and I came in on a Monday morning and we'd sold out. So we went into pre-order. They couldn't wait to get their hands on the orange check case that Meghan Markle had.
All right. Well, that, of course, is a podcast called The Midlife Entrepreneur. Yeah, The Midnight Entrepreneur. And I'm sorry, not midnight, midwife entrepreneur. And that is a podcast. So I don't know if there's any more to that story, but that is where you would find it. Okay. All right. Very cool. So, and of course, that is another reference to the Meghan effect, a pre-Harry Meghan effect. Okay. All right. Okay, so I did say, would you like to take a peek into Meghan's closet, right? If you'd like to take a peek into her closet, I guess well, the photos that I'm going to share with you are courtesy of Katerina. She says, check my post, that is, about Meghan's impressive collection of bags and purses. Putting this together, this was extremely time consuming. I'm not going to lie. Now, it's on her Instagram, right? So if you want to see it where you can like zoom in a lot easier than what I'm going to share with you, then you would have to go there. Let me see if I can get her Instagram for you. And I was already following her, but when I saw this, I was like, oh, I got to follow this Instagram. I wanted to make sure so I wouldn't miss anything. Katerina, where are you? Anyway, I'm going to put her Instagram. So is that right? No, that's not it. Okay, let me try that again. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to just do it from the okay. All right, I got it. What a labor of love putting all of those together like that. That is so super impressive, I tell you. Oh, wait, she must have done this a while ago. Huh. La Katerina. Yeah, she must have done this a while ago because now I'm having trouble finding it. Anyway, when I have the opportunity, I will share it with you again. Because now I don't remember how I got to it. But no worries. When I have the opportunity, I will share it with you. In the meantime, I will show you what I can right here. Oh, I know how I can do that. All right, never mind. I'll show you later. Hey, Hazel Jones. So there you go. I did not know there were so many handbags. Look at that. Look at that. You are going to be shocked by how many handbags and purses that our Duchess have. There's Gucci, Givenchy, Gucci, Jimmy Choo, Chanel, Givenchy, and Balenciaga, Armani, Aquazera. We just saw that Aquazera, didn't we? Stella McCartney. Is that Celine? And is that, what is it? Proenza, Schuler, Prada, Chanel, Lowe, and Roland Mouret. Next, and let's check out the outfits. I think maybe a handful of these photos may have been pre-royal family, just a few of them, but this is just one, okay? Here's the next slide. Check it out. Can you believe that? Where does she keep all of this stuff? Where does she keep it all? Okay, I'm not done yet. I got one more. Check it out. Prada, Fendi. How cool is that? Okay, that is a thumb. You know, my eyes were playing tricks on me. I'm like, that is a thumb, right? My eyes were playing tricks on me. I'm like, that is a thumb, ain't it? That is a thumb. Good Lord, I was about to panic. Whew. I'm like, is there a gas leak? What is going on here? That is a thumb. Thank God. I was just like, oops. Whoops. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. Right? I'm sure Meghan must have a very large closet. I'm sure she has like she's probably taken over one of the bedrooms. She would have to. How else would she manage all of this? I mean, if you were to put all of those purses and bags in just one typical American sized bedroom, it would take up if you just put them all like on the floor, it would cover the entire room. I'm sure of it. Okay, one more. What a beautiful collection. What a beautiful collection. And to Katerina, this had to have been time consuming and worth every moment of it. The dedication that it took to organize these like that. And I just could not imagine, like, I'm looking through some of you see the Laura piana? See that one at the bottom, like third from the left? She took that to that tennis charity thing last week, was it? No, that was in October. Yeah, she just took that for that tennis thing. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, you need only glance at the outfit to line up those bags where you've seen it before. One more. Yeah, there you go. Carolina Herrera. She had on the Carolina gold dress, the Carolina Herrera gold dress, and of course the gold clutch. Do you know what some women would do to have a handbag collection like this? Could you imagine what people would do to have a bag collection like this? Marc Jacobs, Burberry, or is it Burberry? Strathberry. She put them on the map. Isn't this cool? I kind of knew you'd like it. I am sorry, I cannot find the link to take you directly to her Instagram. I kind of lost track of it. I'll take one more look here before I go to the next topic. Let me just take one more look because I want you to have a chance to be able to like zoom in and really see these. Oh, I think I know where I got it. Okay, I was wrong. That's not where I got it from. Feel the luxury that you deserve, Andriana Furs. Are there any Chicagoans here that recognize that song? Feel the luxury that you deserve, Andriana Furs. Did you guys see Sherry Shepherd and Michelle Obama? The girls from the south side of Chicago singing about Funtown. That was cool. Funtown, Funtown for the kids and you. 95th and Stony Island Avenue, Funtown. Okay. Like I said, I cannot find it. Oh man, that's gonna bother me now. I feel bad because I wanted you all to have that, and plus I want you guys to sign up for Katerina's you know. Oh, I thought we were done with that. There's another one. Do they ever end? Do they ever end? Look at those beautiful bags. Do they ever end? I'm asking you. I think not. How cool is that? I mean, you just cannot beat that with a stick. You cannot beat that with a stick. Oh, there you go. Funtown for the kids and you. 95th and Stony Island Avenue. Funtown. Okay, so that was it for the handbags. Take one more look before we go. They just don't end. Now, if she's got that many handbags, how many shoes does she have? This is wearable art. That's what it is. It's wearable art. Huh? I know how to do it. I knew I'd figure this out. I knew it. Okay, I got this. I got this. Give me a second, you guys. Give me just a second. I got this. Oh, no, I don't got it. I don't got it. I thought I had it. I don't got it. Yeah, this is going to frustrate me. You know, once I decided I need to do something, I got to do it. And guess what? I got it. I got it. Okay, here we go. This is the link. It will take you directly to Katerina's. Make sure when you get over there that you sign up for her Instagram. Yeah, make sure when you get over there, you sign up for her Instagram, because this was a labor of love. It really was. Okay, so let's flood that Instagram with some new followers. Yeah. All right. So thank you, Katerina, for that hard work. And it really is. You know, I do a lot of editing myself, and I promise you, it does not come easy. God bless the content creators. They work hard. All right, let's get on to Willie Leaks. Prince William's Brazil trip backfires as public mocks his climate message. As well they should. As well they should. Because he is a joke. Now, according to Feminegra, a great resource for information, Prince William went to Brazil expecting a victory lap. He planned a week of cameras, speeches, glamorous stops meant to show him as a global leader. Instead, the trip exposed a problem that grows louder each time he steps onto a stage. People are tired of the scolding tone, the thin performances, and the sense that the future king wants applause without offering substance. The outrage did not come from fringe voices alone. Loyal commentators, casual observers, and people with no stake in the royal drama watched the events unfold and saw a man struggling to connect with anyone outside his own bubble. His irritation at being overshadowed only made the spectacle harder to ignore. And it was a spectacle, a very pathetic spectacle. The victim prince narrative breaks apart. You know what? That is so apropos. The victim prince. And as Lex said, projection, because how often have we seen this theme of Will and Kate? They want everyone to have a pity party for them. They want pity, and they want to make excuses. They want people to give them space to do nothing, constantly whinging and moaning about what a terrible year it's been, how awful that was. It's very tone deaf. Those two people, they're not just lazy, but they're tone deaf. The victim prince narrative breaks apart. William's team tried to shape the story by leaking to friendly reporters, hoping the public would see him as a prince unfairly overshadowed by his own family. The attempt backfired. The more they pushed the narrative of an angry and hurt future king, the more he looked insecure and petulant. The headlines in the image reinforced that point. Every outlet ran with the same theme. William felt sabotaged by Beckham, unsettled by Harry's Canada trip, and desperate to pull attention back to Earthshot. None of it projected strength. And it really does not. That is not a way to project strength. It is a projection of weakness. Weakness. It does not suggest in any way strength. Look at there. Kate skipped Earthshot again, but Jason Knopf stood by Williams at every moment. Yeah. Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to. Da, 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 da. When you can, baby, stand by your man. That's right, Jason. Stand by your man. Stand by your man. Sometimes it's hard to be a bootlicker. Okay. Williams' team tried to shape the I'm sorry. I'm at the next part here. People looked at those reports and wondered why a man in his privileged position would behave that way. Harry stood with veterans in Toronto. Charles carried out a long-delayed honor for David Beckham. Royal schedules stayed steady. These events were routine. Only William seemed troubled by them. His reaction made him look like someone who expects others to fall silent whenever he steps forward. That expectation does not match the job he hopes to inherit. He ain't got it yet. Tom Sykes, that you know what, old snaggletooth Tom Sykes, the only reporter that reminds me of Brer Rabbit. Old snaggletooth Tom Sykes says let me see, accounting the Royalists made a story even sharper. Yes, it made the story even sharper. His sources describe Prince convinced his relatives were working against him. What? Is he serious? You mean to tell me that a member, not just a member, but a senior member of the royal family somehow feels betrayed because of this idea that some member of the royal family is working against another member of the royal family? When does that happen? Like almost every day, isn't it? With all the leaking and briefing coming out of Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace and Clarence House, they're interchangeable. Hey, it happens. So, his sources describe Prince as convinced his relatives are working against him, as the entire family should have cleared the week for his Brazil tour. That claim revealed a deeper issue. William speaks often about duty, yet these briefings paint a man uneasy with attention that does not center him. Oh, main character syndrome? Sounds like it. This is why his own wife, Kate Middleton, was not allowed to attend his event beside. Her absence only deepened the confusion. The palace aides said she stayed home to help with the family move to Forest Lodge. The claim that raised eyebrows since the Wales's household has staff to handle those tasks. Yeah, like she's going to drive the U-Haul truck or whatever. Could you imagine Kate driving a moving van? Huh? Could you imagine that? I mean, she definitely got the arms for it. She has the arms. I could just imagine Kate driving that moving van, taking out entire species of trees on the way, right? Tearing up green spaces, damage that will last for centuries. Trees that took centuries to mature, ruined because Kate Middleton decided to drive the moving truck. Yeah, best left to the professionals, I think. I mean, she could be out there and all of a sudden she get her wig gets in her eyes, and you know what I'm saying? Because they say that if you're wearing a synthetic wig, if you happen to get any of those synthetic hairs in your eye, that it burns really bad. Yeah, so rather than have one of those sheen rogue synthetic fibers get into her eyes, and you know, there she goes plowing down a whole forest, best leave it to the professionals. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I better stop. People are going to think that I don't like Will and Kate, and that's not the case. I think they're very well. Well, you see that if I had to, anyway, let's go on, shall we? Her absence only deepened the confusion. Oh yeah, we did that already. Let's go here. Backlash grows after his climate trip. The criticism did not stop with online reactions. Amanda Playtell, who won't ever shut up, Amanda Playtell, one of the most reliable defenders of the Waleses family, questioned the entire purpose of William's trip. Her column asked a blunt question that echoed across the country. Yet, was anyone captivated by his impassioned speech or his worthy yet underwhelming Earthshot Prize Award on TV? No. Absolutely no. That line cut through the usual royal spin. Playtell rarely turns against William, which makes her criticism significant. And dare I say, no less irritating. Even if it's not about, people that I care for, I find it extremely irritating. She also highlighted the basic contradiction at the heart of the trip. The prince flew 5,500 miles to Brazil to lecture the world on climate change. People who read her piece recognize the obvious problem. William speaks about limits while showing none in his own life. He boards private flights, moves between the states, and relies on resources few can only imagine. Playtell captured the frustration when she wrote that COP gathering attract the wealthy who arrived in their gas-guzzling private jets. That's disgusting. Now, I mean, take a look at him. Take a look at him. How smug and self-righteous, right? Britons struggling with rising costs listened to his warning and felt a disconnect. Platel worried that William comes across as turning his focus away from people's everyday concerns. His absence from the Festival of Remembrance added weight to that fear. His country faced a moment that demanded unity. He chose a global stage instead. That decision left loyal supporters unsettled. Like me, I'm very unsettled. Oh, I'm unsettled. I mean to tell you, I'm so unsettled, I don't know whether to shit or go blind. They wanted the future king to grow in the life of his nation. They saw a man chasing global prestige rather than local responsibility. A tour that exposed a leadership gap. The Brazil trip was designed to elevate William above the noise. It ended with headlines questioning his judgment. Even sympathetic journalists struggled to find a clear message. Well, that didn't stop Tom Sykes. Tom Sykes just went on and on and on about it like it really made sense. That just goes to show you how phony Tom Sykes is. The volleyball photo ops, the polished speeches, and crafted imagery sparked amusement instead of admiration. Commentators called the trip a misfire. Viewers felt no connection to the ceremony. The visit lacked the authenticity that made past royal tours resonate. Now, let me see here. You guys got any comments there? Yeah, flying a private jet to lecture about climate change. Now that is groundbreaking, isn't it? The problem did not sit in a single moment. The entire week revealed how difficult it is for William to hold public attention. He delivered warnings about the environment while the comment under coverage demanded change to the monarchy itself. Social media users mocked the tone and questioned the purpose of the event. They did not see leadership, they saw pageantry without conviction. The episode arrived at a time when the monarchy faced doubts about relevance. People want clarity, compassion, and seriousness from the air. The Brazil tour offered none of that. It produced images without impact and speeches without momentum. William hoped to project authority. He left Brazil with a narrative shaped by others and a public more skeptical than ever before. Anyway, thank you, Feminegra, for another very, very well-written article. You guys, if you have not signed up for Feminegra, they also do have a YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel. I find Feminegra's work outstanding and worthy of applause. So let's give it to them. So on behalf of them, I'd like to say thank you. Now, I don't know who Feminegra is. I don't think anybody knows because they are, you know, they're not asking for a whole lot of attention, but they would appreciate you all signing up across social media. Okay. Okay. Now, Princess Kate finally released her autumn video in her Mother Nature series. I didn't realize that this was a series. I'm surprised she hasn't found a signed up with maybe Apple TV to play these videos that just drone on with that horrible monotone voice, that very clipped voice of hers.
Obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
Is she done? Oh, I'm sorry, I dozed off for a second there. Obviously, yes. So Kate had her autumn speech, and I'm glad that she did, because you don't know how many people have been waiting for Kate's autumn speech. At least 2 or 3 people, a couple of which work at Kensington Palace, but I digress. But yeah, there's a lot of people that were waiting patiently, hoping and praying that that Kate would bless the world with another one of her riveting speeches about nature. And if not that, then there's always at least 2 or 3 people waiting to hear about the early years. Either way, we'll take what we can get. Even if it requires subtitles. Even if it requires subtitles, we will take whatever we can get from Kate the Magnificent. Anyway, some of my favorite people in the whole world, Celibacy, those ladies are a hoot. Kate's autumn video actually features Kate herself making a special appearance, as well as doing the voiceover. You heard me. She was actually doing the voiceover. Now, how many takes did it take? I don't know. Let's ask Kate.
A wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and look up to. Obviously, to this day, and
okay, that'll do. That'll do. Thank you, Kate. So, she actually went out to the forest, according to Celibacy. Can we talk about the second? Can we talk for a second about the voiceover? I sometimes have trouble understanding British accents. Now, this is from Kaiser of Celibacy. And I've always had trouble with Kate's. Really? I don't know. I mean, I could understand her. You guys can understand her, right?
an inspirational. It'd be a wonderful family to this, going forward and things. Obviously, she's an inspirational woman.
Okay, I can see why she's having trouble. Anyway, I think it's because she's trying so hard to sound posh and aristocratic. But on certain words, it's just incomprehensible. Those words, withdraws, learns, impertinence, woust, blossom, and endure. Those are the words that Kaiser struggles with. Anyways, this looks very much like a commercial for GLP-1 or some kind of medication to fix a wonky, nether region, if you know what I mean. But I'm glad that Kate at least includes herself in the video. She did not do this that for the summer video, according to the Times, Kate hosted a bonfire near her home in Great Windsor Park alongside Chef Gil Meller and the pupils from Farley Junior Academy in Luton. I thought for a moment that she was using B-roll from out of her Rare Scouts event, but no, she organized this cookout for the kids, seemingly for this video. The kids are part of the charity Go Beyond, which helps children living in difficult circumstances have access to nature. Yeah, so for children that are living in difficult circumstances, Kate wants to make sure that they have access to nature, which does not explain why she and William selected a property that closed down a nature preserve. She wants to help kids have access to nature while simultaneously shutting down a nature preserve, which includes, I don't know how many acres of property that Will and Kate will need to feel safe in their new home, their new forever home. It's tough. Let's see, where did I leave off? Oh, a good charity, honestly. Why does Kate sign on to be a royal patron and go beyond? As for the message, the Times story made sure to make prominent mention of Kate's remission from cancer. And I guess we're supposed to understand that Kate has a newfound love of nature after her health struggle. But these videos just emphasize to me how the bar is set in hell for Kate. This is what counts as work for her. These fruity Mother Nature videos where she's talking absolutely nonsense in an impenetrable accent. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, an impenetrable accent. Also known, you know what? Since it's kind of messy and posh, I think I'm going to call Kate's accent mosh, in her mosh accent. Right? Right, Kate?
A wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Let me see. Is it Dag Skimmer? Thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being a member of Royal Sussex. That is greatly appreciated. And thank you to all of the wonderful members who have achieved a lot. Yes, thank you to all of the members of the Royal Sussex family that have achieved a lot, right?
The members who I've met have achieved a lot.
See there? The members that she met have achieved a lot. I feel the same way. All the members that I have met that have achieved a lot.
And, very...
And it's very inspirational.
Inspirational. So, yeah,
I do.
I do.
Yes. Yeah, we both do. Okay? All the wonderful members that have been very inspirational and achieved a lot. I know just how Kate feels. I know just how she feels. Except I'm not wearing a synthetic wig from Shein. So I'm not having hot flashes and synthetic fibers scratching my neck. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure Kate and I feel very much the same way.
Hey, girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
So,
Yeah, sit down, girl. Just sit down. Okay. I shared this one with you before, but I think I'm going to share it with you again. A matter of fact, I know I am. That's why I put it there.
Masterclass in accidental hypocrisy. They're sitting there calling Kate's message a puddle.
Vapid attitudes. And you watch it and it's like watching an advert for antidepressants or something. It's just not what I think we need to hear from our royal family. We don't need to be lectured about.
But it's not a lecture, is it?
It's never been more important to appreciate the value of one another and of Mother Nature. Never been more important. Why never been more important?
Well,
Was it not
life is
important
so
before
hard.
to value one another? I mean, it's just sort of rubbish. And I think Prince of Wales is a very admirable figure and commenter on overcoming cancer. Obviously had a very difficult time and so on. And I appreciate that she is very popular. But I mean, videos like that are just crap. And we should
Language.
It's not a rude word, is it?
I don't think we can say it on air.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Apologies if you're offended.
I'm very sorry. Well, a lot of people will be offended by me thinking that, but I do find, if Meghan did it, everybody would say, what a load of utter gibberish.
Yes, they would.
And I don't think we should have different standards because it happens to be someone else, particularly the Princess of Wales.
Do you think it's because she's been through so much and, she just battling cancer? She said that nature was a really important part of her recovery and being out in nature.
Well, I mean, that's good. But I don't think that's what the royal family is for, is to give us videos about, how we should appreciate nature.
You've just watched GB.
Okay. So, that was from GB News, and his language was very strong, but it is out of frustration. $500 million a year, well, £500 million a year, is what it costs to maintain that family of very privileged royals, excluding, of course, Harry and Meghan and the children. Otherwise, it is incredibly expensive. £500 million a year. Now, they would have you believe that it's more like £150 million a year. That does not cover the cost. That does not cover the cost. That is a very conservative estimate. But I think the real number, as it has been, officially studied, the real number is more like £500 million. It cost about £43 billion for the Dutch royal family. Okay, that's the second most expensive royal family in Europe. The most expensive, and dare I say the most, should I say the least productive, are those Windsors, or in William and Kate's case, the Windsors, because they're always whinging about something. You would think that they're the only ones who ever had a family that has gone through a challenge. The thing is, when most of us have a challenging situation, like in my case, losing 3 patriarchs in my family within just a few months, 3 patriarchs in the family lost in 3 months, or a few months, should I say. And that was tough. That was tough. A lot of adjustments have had to take place. Sharing responsibility among fewer people. And I don't have a staff of 62 or 65 people. I do not have a fleet of luxury automobiles and SUVs. Certainly never traveled on a private rail car. Well, actually, they don't have a private rail car. They have a private train. And let me tell you, when I want to fly somewhere, it puts a hole in my pocket so big you can fly the plane through it. Those are the challenges that everyday people face. And yet, Will and Kate, they are not fulfilling all of their obligations. They pick and choose what should be and what should not be considered a day's work. Now, for the type of work, we all know it's not really work. You know, that video that Kate made, that is considered a work day, or however many days it took. That's how many days they are going to count annually. It goes to her count as a royal. And routinely, I'm not making this up, you can go back and check the numbers. Routinely, every other member of the royal family has outpaced and outworked Will and Kate, including Queen Elizabeth, near death. I think she worked more that year than William did. She worked more that year than able-bodied William and Kate. That was back in 2022. And that's why William is angry all the time. When you are not living up to expectations, you become bitter and angry. You become moody. You want to throw accusations around. That's because you're not living up to your potential. And you're certainly not living up to the expected job performance. And for that reason, William is always angry. Or perhaps you can't be with the one you love the most, the one who you lust for. Another reason to be angry. All of those things come together to make Willie a very angry man. So I have no idea who he's pining for. It could be someone who went to Brazil with him, or it might even be that person he left behind. I don't know. All I know is that Harry and Meghan receive a mountain of contempt and hostility because of all the leaking and briefing, because of the invisible contract that requires that Kate and William, Charles and Godzilla, that they are protected at all times. Which is why they say, if that was Harry and Meghan, you know there would never have been an end to it. They would have gone on about it for a month. Yep, a real shame. Vapid platitudes. That's the best way to put it. A bunch of vapid platitudes. An advert for antidepressant or a shampoo commercial. Kate Middleton falls victim to a major makeup mistake on Remembrance Sunday, and we're cringing. I have nothing else to add to that. I just love that headline. I don't have anything else to add to it. I just love that headline. I said all I wanted to say about that the other day. I just wanted, the odd person who have not heard it before, I just want, them to know that once again, her makeup has let her down. Yeah. Okay. So that's enough of that shady. Oh, you're gonna love this one. I thought this was so cute. It's very short, by the way.
My husband said he didn't like apricot. My husband said he didn't like apricot.
That's it. Her husband says he doesn't like apricot. One more time.
My husband said he didn't like apricot.
So there you go. That empty jar with just maybe a teaspoon of product, that is a jar of the apricot preserve that her husband assured her that he didn't care for. And yet, he has managed to practically clean the entire jar. That's how much he doesn't like it. I try to encourage people to have an open mind and not have such a, not be so guarded with their palate. I think a lot of times when people say they don't like something, is because, okay, how many people eat apricots? I mean, just as a fruit. How many people eat apricots? I would say very few. In comparison to, say, a banana or an apple, I'm going to say very few people eat apricots. They eat grapes and even strawberries, blueberries. But the apricot, no, not so much. And so when you say to certain people, why don't you try the apricot? Oh, I don't like apricot. Just that fast. You ever have that happen? You offer somebody something and they say, oh, I don't eat onions. And yet you know for certain that every food that they buy when they go out, at least half the times, is made with onions. But if it's something that you suggest, oh, I don't like onions. Oh, I don't eat this. I don't eat that. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that annoying? Now, I have to tell you, I don't think I've ever had any kind of apricot anything. I think I've eaten apricots before. I've never had apricot preserve, but I at least try it. But some people, not so much. Now, Princess Anne found herself in an awkward diplomatic moment during a working visit to Singapore when a newly named orchid dedicated to King Charles III and Queen Godzilla was positioned beside another bloom dedicated to Princess Diana, Princess of Wales, Diana, Princess of Wales. The naming ceremony at the National Orchid Garden in Singapore, held as part of the UK Singapore celebration, marking 60 years of diplomatic ties, placed the Princess Royale in a position of remaining publicly silent. Who cares? Okay, next. Yeah, see there? They even got a picture of her being silent. Of course, ever since she had that incident with that horse, the one that, kind of bopped her upside her head, ever since she had that incident, she don't talk so much. She do a lot of looking. Don't talk that much like she used to. I think she gave up the Newports. Yeah, that's probably it. She gave up them Newports. Okay. Oh, and by the way, you guys, Hazel Jones had shared with me via the email, I believe it was, and other ways had shared with me that, let me see here. Let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but Sophie is in Belize, right? And Channel 7 Belize mentioned Sophie, but they called her the Duchess of Scotland. You heard me, the Duchess of Scotland. So now Sophie Reese Jones, grifter Mountbatten-Windsor, is also known as the Duchess of Scotland. I love that all of these places that she has visited, I love that they are so familiar with who she is and the work that she does. I'm just kidding. Most people don't even know that Edward exists, let alone do they know that there's someone called Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. But I tell you one thing about her. For those people who never met her before, you certainly won't forget her. Not with those pathetic, ugly, garish looking dresses that she wears. How could you forget her? How could you forget someone who wears something so pitiful that it chases you through the night? You cannot get a good night's sleep for some of those rather jarring patterns that she has inflicted upon innocent people. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on in Belize, do they need that too? The sight of Sophie wearing one of those monstrosities? I think not. Why do those aristocratic women wear so many patterned outfits? I'm just seriously, I'm asking for real though. Why do they wear all those outfits? Like, look at Princess Anne. She doesn't usually wear a whole lot of patterns. Thank God. But she doesn't usually do that. But some of them get so carried away. I think what it does is that it injures the cornea. Or no, I'm sorry, the what do you call it? It's an attack on the optic nerves. And it should be avoided for the greater public good. It should be avoided. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Hazel Jones. Okay, you guys, get ready. get yourself your thumbs all together and everything so we can do a few of these little fun things like name a famous clown. Name a famous clown. Now, I have someone in mind, and I'm pretty sure if you followed Royal Sussex for a while, you know who it is. But you can name yours too. Name a famous clown. I pick this one right here. There you go. There you go. The big red nose, the grease paint makeup, the weird wig. I know that's not real hair. Yeah, the crazy looking wig. And of course, the lipstick all over the face like that. So there's my favorite. Let's see, we got Bozo and Homie the Clown. Oh, there's another one. There's another one that should be easy for you guys. That should be very easy for you all. I won't say it. Ah, that clown. Yeah, you're right. That is a clown. That is a clown. Don't you call me a clown. You don't know me well enough. You just want to you just want to call me a clown. You don't know me well enough to call me a clown. Okay, let me see who else we got. Name your favorite clowns. Ronald McDonald's, that's a good one. Robert Jobson. I picked Sir Peg-a-Lot. Yes, that clown. Bozo, okay. You guys are missing such an obvious choice. I mean, it's so obvious. I don't want to tell you which one it is. Lizzie, okay. Anybody else? I cannot believe you guys are missing this one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Remember when Meghan said that she wanted her hair like Andy McDowell? And she said that I think she said her grandmother tried to warn her that that hairstyle was not going to work for her. And so throughout the day, as the humidity began to attack her, her hair began to puff up and puff up. And she said that she went to school looking like Krusty the Clown. I cannot believe you guys. Yes, okay, Terry H, you got it, right? Oh, Camilla Tominey. Yes, the big head clown. Yes. And you know what? It's just like a clown to have a big head. Yep. Yep, that big long cranium. And totally obsessed with the Duchess of Sussex. Yeah. Some clowns, their nose starts growing. Instead of just having a big red nose, it actually starts growing. What about this clown? Yeah, there's a clown for you. Or what about this clown, the racially ambiguous clown? There's a clown for you. Okay. All right. I think we're good with clowns. Your ex texts you, I miss you. What's your reply? Again, your ex texts you, I miss you. What is your reply? Anybody? I mean, is it okay to say, well, I don't know, you tell me. Your reply is no. Oh, Nana the Clown. There you go. and Hoghead Pierce Morgan. By the way, I think it was Lisa, if you're listening, I think it was Lisa that got me this. What kind of cup is this? I think it's called something human. Oh, Simple Human. Thank you so much for my Simple Human cup. This is the one that I use almost all the time. And then I have another cup that I use just for my smoothies. And then, of course, I think that I'm going to use my Stanley, which was a gift from, I don't want to say who, but it's from Switzerland. I have a genuine Stanley. And that's going to be my travel cup because I like to keep cold water when I'm traveling. So thanks to the Sussex squad, I'm all covered when it comes to my thermal cups. Oh, I like that. Who are you? Who? Who? That's what you have to do. That really gets under their skin. When your ex calls you and they say, hey, you be like, who are you? Who? Who? So you got to take your voice up higher. That really heightens the frustration. I don't respond. He's blocked. Okay. 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 Let me see here. Too late for that line. I'm too old, and so are you. Okay. I like that. Oh, well, I have not. Keep missing me. Oh, you guys are tough. Gracie, I love this one. How'd you get my number? Huh? How'd you get my number? Oh, Connie Bomber, that's a good one. I'm engaged. Okay. I got some more for you guys. Where is one place you've traveled that you would love, that you would tell everyone to go at least once in their life? Where is one place you have traveled that you would tell everyone to go at least once in their life? Well, for me, I'm just really easy. I'm going to say Paris. I'm going to say Paris and Rome. Paris and Rome. And of course, I usually tell people that have never been to Europe, I always tell people to start off with the UK. Go to London first and make enough time to go to Paris. Because I always feel like if you're going to travel that far from the US, if you go to London, you have to go to Paris. Those are the two most popular cities, right? London and Paris. And if you're an American and you're worried about the language barrier, I say go to London first and then go to Paris. I would always pair them together. But when it comes to the one that you got to see before you leave this world, Paris. And I got a few of them. Venice looks just like the postcard, and Florence. Okay, and my real, I guess, shall we say, alternative to everything I said, Prague. If you don't go to Prague, Prague is like, it's almost like you're in a movie. It's like you're in a movie. You got to go to Prague. Okay, Soul Brother says Jamaica is an awesome trip. I know a lot of people, if they go once, they're going to go back again. Sydney, Australia, and bring me back some Tim Tams. Okay. I'm not sure how you use those, but okay. Are Tim Tams okay for gentlemen too? I'm just asking for a friend. Pizza. You got to go to pizza. Let me see. Oh, tastes like a Kit Kat bar. Oh, you guys, I got to show you what I found. And I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you guys. I got to show you what I found in Budapest. I got to show you. You're not going to believe it. You are not going to believe what I found in Budapest. And let me tell you, I stopped dead in my tracks. I was like, what the what? I left the hostel and I went to a grocery store, a real grocery store. And I'm walking through there and everything and walking down the aisles, walking up the aisles. And you could hear my sneaker make that, my shoe just squeaked on the floor because I stopped so fast. I said, Negro? Really? And they got them in 4 flavors? Now, I had to grab me a bag of Negroes. I got one in each flavor. And let me tell you, they're actually very tasty. Now, I'm going to tell you why I think they gave it that name. Before you get upset and start calling Operation Push and before you call Al Sharpton, the NAACP and everybody, let me tell you, I can explain. The silhouette that you see on the bag is a chimney sweep. I repeat, that is a chimney sweep. And I think the way they marketed these, now, I'm just guessing based on what I saw. The chimney sweep is working, cleaning out the chimneys. And while doing that, all of that soot and ash is getting in their throat. And so in order to get rid of that cough and congestion, you just pop a Negro in your mouth. That's all you got to do. If you want to clear out your airway, if you want to soothe your sore throat, have a Negro. I recognize the flavors. I believe one is the red bag is like a licorice. The blue bag is like a spearmint. I believe the green bag is like a peppermint, and then the yellow bag is kind of like I don't remember, but I did buy one of each bag. But yeah, it's a very real thing. I had never seen anything like it before in my life. Oh, listen. When I got back to the hostel, I ran into an American and I showed him what I found at the grocery store. And he was like, "Where'd you find that?" Let me see if I can find the picture for you. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think, let me see. What year was that? I went there back in, I think that was 2009, right? Yes, it was 2009. So let me see. I want to see if I can find that picture of the guy that I showed it to. Anyway, he wanted to get some for himself. Let me see, December. But yes, I went to Budapest because I had never been to Budapest before. And I just felt like my life would not be complete if I don't go to Budapest. So I went. It was a great city, by the way. It was a wonderful city. Oh no, that's not the right date. That was oh well. No, you know what? I can't find the picture of the guy. But yeah, it was very funny when I when I shared it with him. Needless to say, I was the only black person at the hostel. I was the only black person at the hostel. And I showed someone from the US, I said, "Check this out. You won't believe what I found at the grocery store, at the supermarket." And he was like, "Really? Where'd you get that?" I said, "From a grocery store." He's like, "Where is it?" I said, "When you go out, you just go down that street and you go all the way down to where the train station is, and you just go left, and they're right there. There's a big supermarket." He's like, "Oh my God, I got to get some of those." I said, "What are you going to do with them?" He said, "Well, I want to show them to some of my black friends." I told him, I said, "You know what? They're going to beat your ass." He's like, "You think so?" I said, "They're going to beat your ass." I said, "Listen, I'm not going to tell you not to show them, but if I was you, I would couch it properly. You know, you got to couch it properly, because if you don't, they're going to beat your ass." So, needless to say, I don't know whatever happened to him. I hope that he took the time um, to present it to his friends properly. Otherwise, it may have resulted in a hairline fracture to the skull, or perhaps a broken nose. And at worst, he may have had to get his jaw wired. But I thought it was very sensitive and that he should take care how he present these products. But yeah, they're like a cough drop. and they are very real. So I see someone said you looked it up, and let me see. Cami Bluetooth said, I just looked up the bag. They have white bags as well. Let me see. I'm going to take a look myself. Oh, yeah, they do. Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you. I had the white bag before. There was a supermarket when I used to live on the north side of Chicago. There was a supermarket that had candies from Eastern Europe. And that's where these are from Eastern Europe. Now, of course, they call it Negro. And as I said, I do believe the marketing has to do with being a chimney sweep. And, you know, you're covered with ash because you're doing your job and you get congested and everything. I'm sure that there's no, you know, there's nothing sinister about it. Well, they sell them on Amazon. They do sell them on Amazon. I can see that right here. Hungarian. Okay, listen. I think the yellow bag is honey. It says Hungarian Negro honey flavored hard candy throat sweeper. They call it a throat sweeper. Hungarian honey flavor. This is a hard candy, has delicious honey flavor. Throat sweeper candy designed to clear your throat and freshen your breath. And the company that make it is called Giori brand. Yeah, so there you go. And like I said, I don't know whatever happened to that young man that I visited the hostel and I met, and he got a little overly excited about the Negroes, but I hope he's okay. Yes, that's what it says, throat sweeper. You guys, I'm telling you, there's nothing sinister about this. It's Eastern Europe, and there was a time when most homes had coal furnaces or, you know, whatever. They had coal, and you would pay someone, a chimney sweep, to clean out the ductwork or whatever. And that is what inspired the candy. Now, I'm sure that they call it Negro, and that is just a candy for, you know, to like we have here with the, it's like a Ricola. There you go. It's like a Ricola. Okay? And don't forget, you always learn something new on Royal Sussex, right? You always learn something new on Royal Sussex. All right, class, let's go to the next thing, shall we? All right. Howard James says, what are we talking about? You know what? I do feel sorry for anybody who just walked in on the middle of this. Yeah. Well, listen, it's Eastern Europe, and that's something that exists And it comes from Hungary. Hungary. It comes from Hungary. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. Which word comes? Wait a minute. Which word comes? Where's two? Which word comes to your mind first? Well, I'm just going to type in what I think it is. There you go. Oh yeah, the red bag, the ones I had, the red bag is the black licorice. I think, of course, the bags have changed over time, but yeah, I love the licorice. Let me see. Someone else got dog, egg, bag. Speaking of bag, check out this old bag. Let me see here. Fog. Okay, Elaine Parker, that's getting close, ain't it? Maybe I should go on to the next subject. Mug. I mean, it's bad enough that we had the cough drops. I don't want someone to describe a cigarette, and then next thing you know, they're canceling us. So I think I'm going to go on to the next one. Oh Lord. Yeah, we'll go on to something else. It's not 9. How many birds are there? How many birds do you all see? I still think this one sounds like we're going to get in trouble, but how many birds do you see? "13 birds." Thank you, LDSW. Anybody else? 12 birds. Okay. 16? You see 16? Okay. Oh, Teddy Bungo sees 18. 18? Hazel Jones sees 16. Okay, 15. So, brother, you see 14, huh? Okay. 18. All right. Well, okay. Oh, you're counting feet. That's smart. All right. How many birds do we see? We're going to go from left to right, top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's 5 in the top row. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm up to 12 already. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I do believe that there are 18 birds. Absolutely, Hazel Jones, there are 18 birds. You guys, you have to count those little birds. See them? See the little bird? In the middle row, left and right, there's a little bird. Bottom left, there's another little bird. And top middle, there's a little bird. So there's a total of 18 birds. Let me see. Dag Skimmer got it, 18. I think someone else got it. I count 18. Takchu Wang Juku got 18. And Teddy Bungle's got 18. So yeah, I do believe that there are 18 birds. Oh no, you missed the small ones, but you do see them now though, right? Okay, let's go on to something else. Your gangster name is the color of your shirt and the last thing you drank. Who are you? So look down at your shirt or whichever shirt you wore last and think of whatever beverage you drank last. So for me, I'm going to say black coffee because when I first read this, I was drinking coffee. So I'm going to say my gangster name is Black Coffee. There you go. I'm a gangster named Black Coffee. Oh, Maxine Lawrence is also Black Coffee. Teal water? I like that. Ah, Patron. Okay, but what color shirt are you wearing? Brown Pepsi Max. I like that. Okay. Purple Coke. Uh-oh. Okay, Purple Coke. Coke is it. Oh man. Purple Coke. Okay. Let me see. Black RC. As in Royal Crown Soda? I didn't know they sell that over there. Black Coke Zero. Okay. Gray hot chocolate. All right. That sounds like an old stripper. Gray hot chocolate. An old stripper. An exotic dancer with gray hair who hasn't given up stripping yet. Ladies and gentlemen, gray hot chocolate. Yes, get your dollars ready for gray hot chocolate. Let me see. Creamy hot cocoa, and you have a beige shirt. So, I guess beige cocoa. There you go. Beige cocoa. White peppermint tea. Okay. Gray blackberry Dr. Pepper. Go-go dancer. Oh, you're in the U.S., Hazel Jones. I'm sorry. I should know that. Okay. All right, let's go on to the next one, shall we? What I'm sorry. A really weird smell that you secretly love. A weird smell that you secretly love. Now, I'm going to tell you what mine is ever since I was a kid, which probably explains a lot about me. Oh, it rejected my comment. Okay. That's what I was trying to add, and they wouldn't let me do that. I guess I have to use the shorter version. There we go. Oh, isn't that something? It let me use that one. Wow, they blocked my comment. Road tar? Road tar. Okay, I'm going to tell you another one. Oh, latte. Okay. Molasses? That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I love the smell of the fall leaves, the autumn leaves after the leaves fall and then it rains. I love that smell because to me, when the leaves fall and then they get all wet and everything, to me, they smell like tea. Have you ever noticed that? That the decaying leaves in autumn smell just like tea. So I love that smell. New rubber tires. Wow. And let me see, the wood on the railroad. Okay. Nail varnish? God, we are a weird bunch, aren't we? Another one of my favorites is ammonia. When I'm cleaning and I use that lemon ammonia, I love using lemon ammonia. I usually mop with that. And of course, Pine Sol. Cleaning with Pine Sol. Let me see. Okay, the autumn rain. Got you. Leather. Yes, nothing like the smell of new leather and new cars. That leather smell. As a matter of fact, I got some Tom Ford leather. That's the name of the cologne. It's leather by Tom Ford. So definitely I love that. It's a very, very manly smell. Yeah, this stuff smells great. It is called leather. I think it's Ombre Leather by Tom Ford. Smells so good. Fabric softener, pine oil. Okay. That new car smell. Yes, nothing like a new car smell. Yeah, but when someone, it's like I remember when my father would come home and, he'd cut the car off and everything. And of course, when I was outside playing, the car was still warm. And you just go up to the car and you're just like, gas fumes. Love that. Petrol fumes. Yeah, Egyptian musk is great. I remember when I first discovered that back in the 1990s. Egyptian musk. Okay, let's go on to something else. A piece of advice you receive that stuck with you your whole life. A piece of advice you receive that stuck with you your whole life. Okay, what piece of advice have I received that still resonates today? Oh, yes, firewood. Firewood is good. Okay, I'm trying to think of the piece of advice. Um, oh, I don't know why I'm having trouble with this. Um, I mean, I've received a lot of good advice in my life. Okay, I'm gonna type it. I'm gonna type it. Don't lie because it's hard to keep up with it. Yes, yes, absolutely. It is hard to keep up with lies. That's why it's better to tell the truth. Because if you're lying all the time, there's no way you're going to make a mistake. Respect yourself, and you can always get respect from others. All right, very good. Life is like a box of chocolate. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. All right, that's a good one. Never go back to a bad relationship. Good answer. Buy land. Yeah, they're not making more land as last time I heard. So it's a good investment. Always love yourself no matter what. Cry now, laugh later. Liars need a good memory. Yes, very good. Liars need a good memory. Well, as they say in that song Pillow Talk, ooh, you can't go backwards on a one-way street. It takes two to tango, takes two to even compete. Hey. Hey, baby, what your friends say is fine, but it can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. Remember that song? You can't go backwards on a one-way street. It takes two to tango and it takes two to compete. Don't cry over spilled milk. Let me see. Always keep moving forward. Yeah, that old saying, you can never go back. You can never go back. When people leave home, they always get this idea that they're going to go back someday. But I think it's better I mean, you can go back to your hometown, but, well, and sometimes that's not good. I think when people say you can never go back, it's because things inevitably change and you're going to get disappointed and you're going to realize how small that space is and how you have outgrown it. Always speak truth. My mom told from young age, always speak truth. How about this one? Be good to the people that you meet on the way up because they're the same people you're going to meet on the way down. Okay? Always be good to the people that you meet on the way up. And of course, that financial analyst, she used to say, people, then let me see, people, something, and then money. People, something, and then money. She always put the money last, but people should come first. Oh, was that Sylvia Robinson? Is that who sings Pillow Talk? I could not think of her name. Yeah, that was my jammy jam. Pillow Talk and Midnight at the Oasis. Send your camel to bed. You won't need no harem. Romance. Da 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 da. Yes, you won't need no harem, honey, when I'm by your side. Midnight at the Oasis. Ooh, sing your camel to bed. Okay, let me see. Eating out of your, let me see. Eating out with your boss or subordinates never clean your plate. Yes, they always say leave some food on your plate. They always say that. It's a dual purpose. Number one, you don't want people to think you're greedy. And number two, if you leave some food on your plate, you probably will not develop an eating disorder. Guess what? I lick my plates clean. I pick that plate up on in. I don't care what restaurant I'm in. I take a piece of bread and start wiping it around and getting all that good sauce up. And look at me now. Don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside and learn how to hide your feelings. Baby cried today, the circus came to town. Yes, that's a good one. Don't cry out loud. Although, you know what? It's better to cry out loud. Because if you keep it inside, you're going to have a heart attack. Better to cry out loud. You got to let it out. Don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside and learn how to hide your feelings. Fly high and proud. And if you should fall, remember you almost had it all. Da, 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 da. God, I'm showing my age. There's got to be a morning after if I could make it through the night. You know, I didn't know that song was from the movie Poseidon Adventure. The morning after. Oh, yes, there must be a morning after. Yes, Pillow Talk. I love that song. Haven't heard it in ages. Pillow Talk from Sylvia. Oh, listen to the lyrics. That is a kind of a provocative song. Hey, baby, let me stay. I don't care what your friends are about to say. What your friends all say is fine, but it can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. Ooh, you can't find love on a one-way street. It takes two to tango. It takes two to even compete. So, boy, just put that stop sign down. Uh-oh. Am I old enough to read this? And let's get together before the days run us down. Okay. I'm pleading to you now. Hey, baby, let me try to be the one who's gonna light your fire. What your friends all say is fine, but it can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. I don't want to see you be no fool. What I'm teaching you tonight, boy, you'll never learn in school. Hot damn. So friends who tell me wrong from right, I'll ask to borrow their man some code and lonely night. Says a hoe. This girl got game. Let me see. The one who turns you on from A to Z, what your friends all say is fine, but he can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. Wow. Oh, did it go into Spanish at the end? Uno momento poquito. Uno momento poquito. Nice daddy. Nice daddy. Nice daddy. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Sylvia Robinson. I'm pretty sure at this point, Sylvia Robinson probably had at least 2 hip replacements. What do y'all think? I bet you Sylvia Robinson then had a couple of hip replacements by now. My goodness. Well, I need a cigarette. After that, I need a cigarette. I feel as though it's time to wallow in the mire. My goodness, Sylvia. How you do go on. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Things you should no longer be doing after 40. Well, I guess we can count Sylvia out of this one because I'm Sylvia's got to be at least 70 by now. Maybe 80. Yeah. So, okay, things you should no longer be doing after 40. I think my suggestion is whatever you used to wear when you were in your 20s, you shouldn't be wearing it in your 40s. I always say that there's certain things, certain items of clothing, certain items of apparel that you should not wear past 30. And there are some that you should never wear past 40. However, there is an exception. If you're rich, you can wear whatever you want to wear. But if you poor, certain items should not be taken past the age of 40. It just shouldn't. So I'm going to say, 40 is like the new 30, right? And 50 is the new, 40 is like the new, because 50 is really like the new 40. So 40 is the new 30. Well, I tell you, if you're a man and you're not rich, do not wear skinny jeans. No self-respecting man ought to be wearing skinny jeans after age 40, unless you're Jared Leto, right? Unless you're, there's a few people that can still get away with that, right? There's a few men that can get away with it, but for men, do not wear skinny jeans past 40. Oh, Daisy Dukes. There you go. Wearing hot pants or Daisy Dukes. Now, you know what? I could think of something that should not go past age 40. And y'all already know what it is. I'm going to tell you what should never go past age 40. Y'all know what it is. It has been a pet peeve of mine for a long time. And I still mean to enforce that rule today. I'm looking for the picture. I am looking for the picture. Ah, there it is right there. The number one offender. Yep. Do not wear a jumpsuit after age 40, especially if you're Sophie Wessex or Sophie Edinburgh. Do not wear a jumpsuit because when you turn sideways, you start looking like Skipper from Gilligan's Island. Yeah, do not wear a jumpsuit. She's not tall and she doesn't have those nice long limbs that would make sense out of that. Her limbs are too dumpy. She's got a very dumpy shape. So, yeah, do not wear those. She keeps finding herself in big leg pants too. I noticed that she likes to wear those big leg pants, wide leg pants. No, no, no. She's too dumpy. She's too dumpy. She should never wear that. Hot mess, hot mess. Okay, those little baby hairs. Got it. Yeah, the baggy pants, same things. Rollerblading, man in braids. Yeah, more Daisy Dukes. Reminds me of Wendy Williams. Yeah. Well, I think that if you're rich, you can wear whatever. But you know. Okay. But let's remember is things you should no longer be doing after 40. Let's not limit that to apparel. What else should you not be doing after 40? Staying out all night. I remember after I turned 40, I went back to the nightclubs that I used to frequent. Now, I used to go out on Wednesday night and Thursday night and Friday night and Saturday night and sometimes on Sunday night. I always worked second shift. As you guys know, I'm a night owl. And it meant nothing to me to stay out until all hours and then go home and go to sleep, wake up, and of course, get ready and go out and work. And yeah, it was easy for me. But then after an absence of about, about 10 years, I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to go to this club and this club and that club and that club. I was woe the F out. Do you hear me? I could not move. I did not have that energy that I used to have. I'm like, what is happening to me? It's only Thursday night and I'm exhausted. Yeah, I call myself doing the club scene again. And it did not last long. It did not go well. I barely recognized anybody there. Occasionally, I would run into an old face that I knew from back in the day. And I was looking old. They was looking old. And oh, yeah. But I didn't go out until, okay, let me put it to you like this. The club didn't get interesting until about 12:30. 12:30 was that sweet spot. You want to go at 12:30. The music is better. The crowd is bigger, fun. I couldn't do it no more. Oh, those hoochie daddy shorts. Okay. Oh, man. Yes. Being a mean girl after 40 is real. I mean, it's disgusting at any age, but after 40, it just looks desperate. Okay, let's go to the next one. Food that tastes good when slightly burnt. I repeat, food that tastes good when slightly burnt. Now, my sister used to like to kind of burn everything. Everything needed to have just a little, like, blackened area somewhere. And she enjoyed it more. So, gosh, I'm trying to think. What would I like to have a little burnt? Mm, well, just a little. Oh, I cannot really think. Um, and I know it's something. I just can't think of what that is. Well, I used to get the rice noodles from this one Thai restaurant, and she would kind of burn the edges of the noodles, those big rice noodles. And I always liked them slightly burned. If I got those noodles and they were not overcooked in the least, I did not enjoy it as much. But it was some kind of teriyaki sauce that she would cook those big noodles in. And then you can get them with chicken or shrimp or whatever. Oh my goodness, they were so good. Oh, yes. You know what? I've never had that, but I tell you, when I saw someone cooking it, I'm like, I think I would like that. Bacon? Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that likes their bacon slightly burned. And you know what? That's how my sister used to eat it. My sister always slightly burned the bacon. Steak, okay. Mozzarella. Toast, popcorn, steak. Now the um popcorn reaches that point where if it gets too burned, then it's the worst smell you could have in the house. So I got to think about that one. Uh, oh, the fatty parts of the ribeye steak. Got it. That rice, is it jollof rice? Who makes that? What type of cuisine is that? Because I've never had it before, but I would love to try it someday if I could think of a good restaurant to go to. Mm. Oh, it's Nigerian. Okay. Thank you. Oh, there's got to be some place like that around here. Oh, creme brulee. Yes, the creme brulee. And what is that custard that I got in Spain, or was that in Portugal? They had those little custards that were kind of blackened on the top. And of course, anything that has bell pepper, like a roasted, if you're going to roast some vegetables, I think the vegetables always taste better when it's blackened a bit. Like roasted bell pepper and roasted onions. Oh, yeah. When I grill my onions, I like them nice and caramelized, so I do kind of burn them a little bit. Okay, Portugal has those custard pies. Nice. Okay. Oh, and the corners of the lasagna. Isn't that the best part? Isn't that the best part of the lasagna? The way that those corners kind of get a little burn up. Oh, you talk about some good eating. That is some good eating right there. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Give me that little burned end of the lasagna. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, chicken pot pie. Okay. I ate so many of those custards. I ate so many of them. I think they flavor them with what, cinnamon and vanilla? I had never heard of those things before. I'd never heard of them. And when I tasted one of them, oh my goodness, I ate so many of those things. I'm telling you, I ate my way through Europe. When I went to Portugal, it was custard. When I went to Spain, it was those little ham sandwiches, that little thinly sliced ham, like bruschetta. Oh, I ate so many of those. And when I went to when I went to Germany, I ate so many sausages. I ate sausage after sausage after sausage. I belched my way out of Cologne. Bup, bup. I was a belching fool. I could not stop eating those things. They were so good. Oh, they were good. Let me see what else. And when I was in the UK, I would go to Greg's and get that the chicken curry chicken salad sandwich. It was like a curry chicken salad on a roll. And then I discovered the sausage roll. I discovered the sausage roll. That sausage roll inside of that flaky crust. Talk about some good eating. I'm making myself hungry. And then when I went to Scotland, I had some real Walker shortbread cookies. I ate so many shortbread cookies when I was in Scotland. I'm telling you, I ate my way through Europe. And I think when I went to Paris, that was when I discovered the, what do they call that? Where they cook that chicken on the thing that's turning. The kebabs. I discovered the kebab restaurant. Oh, it was so good. When they put that chicken on that little spike, that spike, whatever they call it, the chicken is white and dark meat. And so when they're cooking it, they use that little heat lamp to cook it. The chicken, the little fatty parts of the chicken, the skin, since it's all stacked together on there like that, and then they just shave it off. Those little fatty parts, they get a little burned, right? Oh, talk about something good. Let me see, what else did I have? But yes, I ate my way through Europe. Mm. And the curry words. When you buy those sausages in Germany, they ask you, do you want mustard or the currywurst? For the Broxworth, the currywurst. It's a red sauce. And I don't know if I could taste curry or not, but I used it anyway. Well, yeah, that's all I could think of. A movie you found so disturbing you never want to watch it again. Okay, I can name a few, but Passion. No, not Passion. Precious. I don't ever want to see Precious again. You know what? I've only gone through half of these. I think I'm going to save the other half for tomorrow. Yeah, but that's one movie I don't think I ever want to see again is Precious. Oh, that was yuck, cringy. Let me see. Blue Velvet. Let me see. Anything else? Now, the movie Ma Rainey Black Bottom, I thought the acting was superb, but I don't ever want to see it again. It made me very anxious. The Exorcist. Okay, that sounds fair. Five Faces of Death. Yeah. Let me see. Too Many to Count. Oh, that's a good one. Never let anyone who doesn't know you affect your mental health. Words spoken from my mama. My ma Betty. Okay, thank you very much for that. Lizzie Mizzy. Okay. Yeah, there's so many movies that I love, and but yeah, there's a handful that I would never want to see again. Oh, Schindler's List. Schindler's List. I love that movie, Schindler's List. I will never watch it again. Oh goodness, what is that other movie? I want to say Platoon. I really loved Platoon. I watched that in the theater, but some movies just make me so anxious. And then there's some movies that I'm just an emotional wreck by the end of the movie. And I'm just like, okay, I can never watch this again. This is like too draining. Last House on the Left. Okay. All right. Well, oh yeah, 12 Years a Slave. I don't think I want to see that one again either. Oh, I can't. I can't. Okay. Well, you guys, I want to leave us on a positive note. So I'm going to skip and go all the way to the last one. And then those others in between, I'll save those for tomorrow. If I forget, please remind me. Just say, hey, what about those ones we didn't finish yesterday? In case I forget. But I'm going to go to the last one so we can leave on a positive note. Yeah, Color Purple. I don't think I want to see that again. I have watched the music numbers, but I don't want to see that again. Okay, what Christmas movie do you watch every single year without fail? What Christmas movie do you watch every single year without fail? But you know what? If it's something you intend to watch, but you haven't watched it in a long time, use that one because I do have a favorite Christmas movie. So yeah, let's just make it Christmas movie. What's your favorite Christmas movie that you prefer, that you desire to watch every year? My movie is Trading Places. Oh, Soul Brother, I saw that at the theater and I've never seen it again. I will never see it again. Too depressing. Let me see. White Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Okay. 30 Days of Night. Is that a Never Want to See Again? That's not Christmas, is it? But okay, I don't think I've ever seen that movie, but it sounds like it's kind of chilling, almost Christmas. Okay. I'm going to tell you what my favorite Christmas movie is. Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Trading Places. I mean, it's not exactly a Christmas movie, but they did celebrate Christmas in there. And I love that movie at Christmas. I love those opening scenes of Boston when it starts. Oh, my goodness. Scrooge. Okay. Home Alone. A Christmas Carol. Scrooge. Okay. National Lampoons. You guys, if you have not watched Trading Places, if you've never seen it before, it is such a great movie. You should watch it this Christmas. This Christmas, fireside blazing bright, with caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me. Yeah. Presents that trim the tree, how much joy it's going to be together this Christmas, fireside blazing bright. With Carol, oh, you know what? I should sing that Patti LaBelle style. Where's my backup? With Carolyn through the night. Where's my backup? Baby, no. Do the cards faster. Come on. Yeah, hold those cue cards up higher. With Carolyn through the night. Where's my backup? That's this Christmas Patti LaBelle style. Oh my God, you guys, this was not supposed to be a 3-hour Royal Sussex. Why are we still here? It's 3 hours. You know, I just looked at that thing and it said 2 hours. Listen, I'm fixing to go. This has been a lot of fun and I have enjoyed your company. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do consider an official Royal Sussex membership and all that other crap I say. But it's been 3 hours. I'm fixing to go. It's been a pleasure. You don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here. I'm fixing to go. I had no idea that it's been 3 hours. No wonder I can't hardly talk. I'm sitting up here losing my voice. You heard me pour some water earlier. I started pouring some water. I'm just like, ooh, my throat is dry. Yeah, I'm fixing to go. fireside blazing bright, with caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me. Shake a hand, all over the land, all over the land. So long, Tina. Good night, Mary H. I know, Hazel Jones, we have to do this again soon. I think we need to do another members only. That's what I think. I was thinking about that the other day. We got to do another members only. If it's still a slow night for the Sussexes, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, about the same time, have a members only. That'd be so much fun. And then we can really let our hair down and talk about them Waleses and the whatnots and the such and such people. Oh, we just drag them by the hair follicles, drag them by the ankles. We just gonna drag them people. Miracle on 34th Street. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. When the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. The snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. When the treetops glisten and all children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Now I dreaming of a white Christmas. That's my jam right there. Is that who sings that? That version of it. Who sings that? I love that song. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I can listen to that song over and over and over and over again. I just play it back to back and never get tired of it. Oh, The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant, David Niven, Loretta Young, and Scrooge with Bill Murray. Okay. Eartha Kitt. Now, you know what, Miss Z, have you ever heard some third graders singing Santa Baby? Is that not the most disturbing thing you ever heard? Santa Baby, just send a sable under the tree for me. Been a good girl all year long, Santa Baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Third graders should not be singing Santa Baby. And anybody who encourages a third grader to sing Santa Baby ought to be arrested. And them kids be getting into it, don't they? They be like, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Nope. Stop the music. Do not let your children sing Santa Baby. I don't think anybody is old enough to sing Santa Baby until they're out of college. Them little kids be getting it too, right? I remember I saw they had this jazz music program in I want to say it was in Harlem, right? And they were teaching kids to appreciate jazz. And them little kids, they were singing, straighten up and fly right, straighten up and fly right, straighten up and fly right, cool down, Pop, you're gonna blow your top. I'm like, oh, hell no, Don't be having these kids singing straighten up and fly right. Mm-mm. It was cute, but they kids. Let me see here. Tina on YouTube, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for joining us here on Royal Sussex. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. The little kids was getting it too. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down. You're going to blow your top. Yeah, right. Oh, are you talking about the one from Saturday Night Live? You're talking about when she sang it on Saturday Night Live? Was that what she sang? They had that Christmas thing. Oh my goodness. I know I love that one with her and was it Mary Catherine Gallagher or whatever? Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean Baby It's Cold Outside. I really can't stay. Baby It's Cold Outside. Well, what would they say? Baby It's Cold Outside. This evening has been so very nice. Yeah, that song is kind of that is like a, I don't know if you can call it a double entendre, but it definitely has a hidden meaning. Baby, you'll freeze out there. Baby, it's up to your knees out there. Yeah, I love that song. Let me see. I'm trying to think who sang that song. I think it was, oh, I can't remember, but Some of Everybody has had a version of that song, and it really requires two people to sing it. Usually a man and a woman, but yeah, that is one of those songs that's kind of like, oh, okay, is that what they were talking about? Baby, it's cold outside. And then she say, I want to go home. Baby, it freeze out there. Say, lend me your comb. It's up to your knees out there. Oh, man. How do I remember so many songs? I don't know. Oh, I love Vanessa Williams. Do you hear what I hear? Yes. She had that Christmas special that time. And I remember, let me see, Luther Vandross was on that Christmas special. Okay, I'm going to say this last thing. Does anybody remember in the early days of Showtime, they had a special with a singer that she was nicknamed Pudgy. There was a singer, she was nicknamed Pudgy, and she did a show. Gosh, where was that show at? Anyway, she was from Chicago, but I think she went out to Las Vegas and she became a headliner out there. But I was thinking about it and I just found it on YouTube. It's like a hour-long special that they had on Showtime. the cable channel Showtime. So I just found it. I'm probably going to watch that a bit before I go to bed. But I do remember Betty White was in the audience. There was a few like celebrities in the audience, and she kind of roasts people and sing cabaret songs. So I have not seen this since, gosh, I think I was in high school the last time I saw this. But I was thinking about it, and that's the great thing about YouTube is that there's so many things that I used to see on telly, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, let me see if I can find that. And quite a few times I have gotten lucky. Okay. Well, anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all. I knew we were going to have fun tonight. I couldn't wait to get to the little question and answers. And well, we'll have to do it again soon. Well, good morning, Paulette. It has been a long time, but good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I had that coffee. I don't know if it was part coffee and part rocket fuel, but I tell you, I have had some energy tonight. Okay, cheers. I will see you all next time.